Hi everyone, and welcome to the Speak English podcast. I'm David, and I'm excited that you're here with us today. And I'm Sarah. We're here to help you practice and improve your English in a fun and practical way. Today, we have a really exciting topic for you: thinking English like a native. Have you ever felt stuck translating every word in your head before you could speak? Trust me, you're not alone. Imagine speaking English naturally, confidently, and without overthinking, just like a native speaker. That's exactly what we're going to help you with today. Throughout this episode, you'll hear us repeat one powerful phrase: thinking English like a native. We want this idea to stay with you because it can completely transform your English skills. So, if you want to stop translating, start thinking directly in English, and speak more fluently, you're in the right place. And hey, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any new tips and practice sessions. Alright, let's get started and dive into today's topic. Let's do it. What does think in English like a native mean? When we say think in English like a native, we mean that you should form your thoughts directly in English instead of thinking in your native language first and then trying to translate. Translation slows you down and creates unnatural sentences when you speak. Thinking directly in English helps you create faster connections between ideas and words. It trains your brain to respond naturally, without needing to pause and translate, making your English sound much smoother and more automatic, just like a native speaker. It's very important to understand that thinking in English is not something you are born with. It's a learned skill that anyone can develop over time, no matter your background. It requires practice, patience, and a willingness to make mistakes and learn from them. If you always rely on translating from your native language, you end up feeling stuck and frustrated. You might know a lot of vocabulary and grammar, but speaking becomes difficult because your brain has to work twice as hard just to produce a simple sentence. When you start thinking in English, even with simple sentences, you are training your brain to use English as your first option. Over time, this becomes natural, and you will notice that you're speaking, listening, and even your writing skills improve significantly. One simple way to start thinking in English is to describe the things around you in English, silently or out loud. For example, when you see a chair, instead of thinking of the word in your language first, you immediately think chair in English automatically. Another powerful method is to narrate your daily activities in English. When you wake up, you can think, "I'm getting out of bed," or "I need to brush my teeth." These small thoughts, repeated throughout the day, help you build a natural English thinking habit. You don't have to create complicated sentences. In fact, starting with short and simple sentences is much better. Focus on clarity and speed rather than perfect grammar. Your goal at this stage is to make English your automatic, instinctive way of expressing thoughts. Many learners make the mistake of waiting until they feel ready before thinking in English. But the truth is, you become ready by starting now, even if it feels uncomfortable. Every moment you spend thinking in English helps you build real fluency over time. Remember, thinking in English is a journey, not a race. It's about making small improvements every day. Stay consistent, be patient with yourself, and celebrate every little success you notice along the way. Your brain will adapt faster than you imagine. Practical examples of thinking in English: let's imagine you're walking outside, and you see the sun shining. Instead of translating the scene into English, you immediately think, "The sun is shining today." It feels warm and beautiful. Short, natural sentences like this are exactly what you should aim for. Another situation could be when you're getting ready in the morning. Instead of thinking about each step in your native language, you can say in your mind, "I am brushing my teeth," "I am choosing my clothes," or "I need to leave the house by 8 o'clock today." When you're eating, practice thinking in English about your food. For example, you can say silently, "This coffee tastes really strong," or "I'm enjoying my breakfast." These small, simple thoughts help you develop fluency without even realizing it. Even when you're commuting, it's a great opportunity to practice. You can think, "I see many cars on the road." "The bus is crowded today," or "I am listening to a podcast while I travel." Daily routines are full of moments where you can think in English easily. If you feel stuck and don't know the exact word for something, don't worry. Describe it with the words you already know. For example, If you can't remember backpack, you can think, I am carrying the bag on my back, and keep the flow of English going. At work or school, you can also practice silently. Think about your tasks in English. I need to send an email. I'm preparing for a meeting, or I have a lot of homework to finish. These simple mental habits will push you closer to natural English thinking. When you're doing chores around the house, you can keep your mind active by thinking things like, I'm washing the dishes, I'm cleaning the living room, or I have to organize my closet today. Turn every ordinary moment into a language practice moment. Before going to sleep, reflect on your day in English. You can think, today was a good day. I finished my project, or tomorrow I will visit my friend. Ending your day with English thoughts helps reinforce the habit and improves your memory overnight. Another fun way to practice is to pretend you are explaining your day to a friend in English. Think, I woke up early today. I had a great lunch, or I watched a funny movie. Pretending you are telling someone helps you organize your thoughts naturally. Finally, remember that your goal is not to be perfect. Your goal is to practice connecting thoughts to English words as quickly and naturally as possible. Focus on being consistent, and you will see amazing results in the way you think and speak English. Powerful benefits of thinking in English. One of the biggest benefits of thinking in English is that it makes you speak much faster and more naturally. When you remove the translation step, you can express yourself quickly, which makes conversations flow better and helps you connect with people more easily. Another major benefit is that your confidence grows significantly. When you stop second-guessing every word and start thinking directly in English, you feel more sure of yourself. Speaking becomes less stressful and much more enjoyable, even in challenging situations. Thinking in English also helps you improve your listening skills. When you train your brain to think in English, you start understanding native speakers faster because your mind is already working in the same language structure, without needing to mentally translate. Besides speaking and listening, your writing skills will also improve. When you think in English, your brain becomes used to English sentence patterns, making it easier to write emails, messages, essays, or even creative stories, without struggling for every word. A huge advantage is that it saves a lot of mental energy. Translating every single sentence is exhausting. By thinking directly in English, you make communication feel lighter, more natural, and less tiring, which keeps you motivated to continue practicing and learning. When you think in English, you also develop a better sense of grammar instinctively, without even studying it too much. Your brain absorbs correct sentence structures naturally, just like a native child learns language patterns by listening and thinking in their own language. Another great benefit is that you start to sound more authentic. Your intonation, choice of words, and rhythm all begin to match more closely with how native speakers talk. This makes your English not just correct, but also alive and expressive, which is fantastic. It also prepares you better for real-life situations. Whether you're traveling, working, studying, or making friends internationally, thinking in English helps you adapt quickly and respond naturally to anything that happens, without freezing or overthinking. As you build this habit, you will notice that your vocabulary grows faster too. Since you're constantly practicing with real-life thoughts, you start discovering new words and expressions naturally, and you remember them much better because they are part of your daily use. Finally, thinking in English gives you a powerful sense of independence. You stop relying on translations, dictionaries, or outside help. You become the owner of your English, able to communicate, understand, and express yourself freely anywhere in the world. Step-by-step guide to thinking in English. Step 1 is to make English part of your daily thinking. Start by choosing small moments during your day where you deliberately switch your thoughts into English. It could be while you're having breakfast, walking to work, or getting ready in the morning. Step 2 is to focus on simple sentences first. Don't try to build complicated ideas immediately. Think of easy phrases like, I am drinking coffee, or I need to buy groceries. Simplicity helps you build speed and confidence without feeling overwhelmed. Step 3. Practice describing what you see around you. Wherever you are, look at objects, people, or situations and name them in English. Then add small descriptions like, the car is red, or that woman is reading a book. This builds fast associations. Step 4. Talk to yourself in English throughout the day. It might feel strange at first, but it's incredibly powerful. You can narrate your actions, explain what you're thinking, or even plan your tasks out loud. The key is to keep the English flowing naturally. Step 5. Reflect in English. At the end of your day, spend a few minutes thinking about what you did, what you felt, and what you plan for tomorrow. This strengthens the habit of using English for deeper thoughts, not just basic actions or observations. Step 6. Use mental mini-conversations. Imagine you're speaking with a friend, answering questions, or sharing your opinions, all in English. This practice not only improves your thinking but also prepares you for real conversations without fear. Step 7. Stay consistent every day. Even if it's just for a few minutes, it's better to think in English for 5 minutes daily and to do one long session once a week. Fluency is built through small, regular practices that your brain adapts to over time. Step 8. Accept mistakes as part of the process. Don't stop your thoughts just because you're unsure of a word or grammar rule. Keep going. The goal is fluency and comfort first. Accuracy will come naturally as you expose yourself to more English. Step 9. Expand your English environment. Listen to podcasts, watch videos, or read simple books in English. The more you surround yourself with English, the easier it becomes to think in English without effort. Your brain loves repeated exposure. Step 10. Celebrate small wins. Notice when you catch yourself thinking in English naturally, even for a few seconds. That's real progress. Reward yourself mentally and stay motivated because every small step is bringing you closer to real fluency. Common mistakes. To avoid one common mistake is trying to think in perfect English right away. Many learners believe they must form long, complicated sentences. This creates pressure and frustration. Start small and simple. Focus on communication first, not on perfection. It will grow naturally. Another mistake is getting stuck when you don't know a word. Some learners freeze and stop thinking completely. Instead, describe the idea with other words you already know. Staying flexible keeps your thinking in English alive and helps you move forward with confidence. A third mistake is translating mentally from your native language before thinking in English. Translation slows you down and often leads to incorrect structures. To avoid this, practice building simple thoughts directly in English, even if they are basic at first. Some learners also make the mistake of practicing only when they are studying formally. Thinking in English should happen throughout your day, not just during a lesson or homework time. The more you integrate English into daily moments, the faster you progress. Another common problem is being too hard on yourself when mistakes happen. Some learners feel frustrated and want to give up. Mistakes are part of learning. If you see them as opportunities instead of failures, your motivation and your fluency will improve quickly. Many learners focus too much on vocabulary lists instead of real-life thinking. Knowing many words is good, but fluency comes from using words naturally. It's better to master simple, everyday phrases than to memorize hundreds of words without practice or context. Some people also believe they need to wait until they are fluent to start thinking in English. That's not true. Thinking in English is not the final step. It's the tool that helps you reach fluency. Start now with whatever English you already have. It's enough. Another mistake is ignoring pronunciation when thinking silently. Even if you're thinking inside your head, imagine the correct sounds of the words. This mental habit trains your mouth and ears at the same time, making your spoken English sound much more natural. A big mistake is expecting fast results without consistent effort. Thinking in English is a skill that grows with daily practice. If you only do it once a week, it's like exercising once a month. Small, regular practice sessions are the real secret to lasting fluency. Finally, one of the biggest mistakes is comparing yourself to others. Every learner's journey is different. Focus on your own progress and celebrate your improvements. Thinking in English is personal, and every small step you take is a huge victory on your path. Your Think in English challenge today. We have a simple but powerful challenge for you. Choose one full hour where you will only think in English. During that hour, no matter what you are doing, cooking, driving, working, keep your thoughts in English. It's okay to be simple. The important part is consistency. If 1 hour feels too long at first, no problem. Start with just 10 minutes. Set a timer, and during those 10 minutes, every thought should be in English. Whether you're thinking about your plans, your feelings, or what you see around you, do it all using English words. Another great way to practice is to prepare a short mental script for common situations. For example, imagine you're ordering coffee, asking for directions, or talking to a friend. Visualize yourself thinking and speaking in English, even if it's just inside your mind. You can also create a daily habit called Morning English Mindset. When you wake up, spend the first 5 minutes thinking about your day in English. Plan your schedule, list your goals, or describe how you're feeling. Starting your day this way trains your brain faster. Here's another idea. Pick 3 random objects around you and describe them fully in English. For example, if you see a chair, think about its color, material, shape, and purpose. This small exercise builds quick, automatic thinking without needing to translate. To make it even more fun, try setting a challenge with a friend. Both of you can agree to spend certain moments thinking only in English and then share how it went at the end of the day. A little friendly competition makes practice more exciting and motivating. Another challenge you can try is to use English thinking while doing physical activities like walking, jogging, or cleaning your house. Physical movement combined with mental thinking in English helps to create deeper, stronger connections in your brain. If you like journaling, a great challenge is to mentally journal your day in English before going to sleep. Even if you don't write anything down, just mentally reviewing your experiences in English will give your brain an amazing practice session every night. To push yourself even more, you can record your thoughts out loud once a week. Choose a quiet place, talk about your day or your plans in English, and listen to the recording. You will notice progress over time, and it's a great way to boost both thinking and speaking. Finally, make sure to track your progress and celebrate your efforts. Even if you only think in English for a few minutes today, that's a win. Keep a small journal or a checklist to see how often you're practicing. Watching your growth will keep you motivated and inspired. Conclusion: today, we explored how thinking in English like a native can completely transform your fluency. We shared techniques, practical steps, common mistakes to avoid, and even some challenges to make your practice more exciting and effective. It's a journey worth taking. Remember, building the habit of thinking in English every day will bring you closer to your dream of speaking fluently and confidently. It doesn't happen overnight, but every small effort counts. Keep practicing, keep pushing, and enjoy the process of growing. We would love to hear from you. Share in the comments any experience you had while trying to think in English. Did it help you? Was it challenging? Your stories can inspire other learners too, and together, we can build a strong and supportive community. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this episode, it means you're serious about improving your English fluency. So please, write the word native in the comments so we know you stayed with us. It will be amazing to see how many of you are truly committed to your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We have so much more content coming to help you practice, improve, and master your English speaking skills in a natural and fun way. We're excited to be part of your learning experience. And of course, if you found this episode helpful, please give it a like. Your support helps us grow and helps us reach more English learners around the world. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We can't wait to see you in the next episode.